Hello there, today I want to check how Gauss Mini works on PTS and compare some good rolls with Legacies I got for this test. It took me a while to put everything together, a couple of hours for legendary crafting, few Earle runs. For me he was even more bugged than before. So if you can, please sub my channel and leave a like, I will be happy. Okie dokie, let's get started. Speaking of weapons, I have Blooded Faster Fire Rate, Gatling Laser. The next one will be as well Gatling Laser, but Blooded Explosive. Another legacy I have, and this time is Vampire Explosive Gatling Laser. And now my collection of Gauss Minis. Anti-Armor Faster Fire Rate Gauss Mini. The next one will be Blooded Faster Fire Rate, and just in case I use the same mods everywhere, cause I will need them this way. And the next guest is Executioner's Faster Fire Rate to check if this legendary mod is still multiplicative. Two-shot explosive webs are magical, so it would be nice to check if this one as well is magical. Okay, and finally the Lux camera that deals 2 damage. But the range is low and accuracy is okay. Here is Nerd Rage and other damage dealers. I will use these weapons in VATS for testing purpose. And I'm missing something. For example, Exterminator. Now it looks gorgeous. Oh yeah. Now let's go to Silo and Nuke. I picked Earle because he has a good damage protection overall, and because everything else dies super fast with all these heavies. It is hard to test on the SBQ, Scorched Beach Queen. She's a beach, literally. Here are my stats, and I just need high perception to make every shot count in power armor. Effects. Basically you can see everything, but more important here is Bubblehead big guns. In the end I will use fast crits as well to show you that they are working, but it is not the point of this video anyways. Speaking of temporal consumables, Liquid Courage, okay, big guns, no, and Liquid Courage. That's all. Let's make the first shot with my camera. 2 damage, as you remember. Okay. I will use all webs showing you the damage in the top left corner. The max damage you can deal will be on head. I tried all parts and aiming his feet as well. As far as I understood, head is the best target. Here actually I don't use adrenaline because I can accidentally kill Wendy's. Tenderizer, yeps, I'm using it. So 11 damage for Blooded Gatling Laser. Explosive webs deal 2 types of damage. One is the same as before for headshot, and another one for explosions. Aiming in VATS for torso or his legs will deal less damage. Here's another proof. You see, 6 instead of 11. That was Blooded Explosive and now Vampire Explosive. And the damage is less. Personally, between 2 legacies I would go with Vampire one. You will never die this way. And once again, don't VATS his torso. Aim for the head. It's time for Gauss Minis to shine. First anti-armor. And the damage is quite good. The explosion part actually is weak if you compare with Gatling Laser, right? And by the way, here it shows that his damage resistance is lower now. That means overall anti-armor isn't a bad choice. Now Blooded Gauss Mini, and the damage is awesome. Keep in mind that he has higher energy resistance than ballistic. That explains a lot. Meanwhile, explosion damage didn't change. I really need anti-armor explosive Gatling Laser. Who wants to give me one? And while you are thinking, look at this. Ballistic damage drop and explosion no. is the same. While testing, I noticed the two-shot version was eating his hit points super fast. It should be stronger than anti-armor, and I wanted to compare this one with Vlad's Exploisive Gat Laser. But before that, Executioners. Look at this. The damage is doubled if his health is below 40%, and it affects explosion part as well, as you see. What conclusion do I have here? Damage per hit is higher with Gauss Minigun. Mr. Earle has higher ballistic damage resistance than energy, so it plays a significant part, I believe. Now let's compare weapons to understand if it can beat Legacy. And as I told you, first I will try to shot Gauss Mini versus BE Gat Laser. If I use DPS from the description, Gauss Mini should beat this Legacy, but it is far away from doing this. And if I use damage numbers I got here and the difference between fire rates, it is clear as the day that Legacy is better. Come on, beat 25, beat the Legacy. Now Gauss Mini is on the right, trying its best. Actually they are pretty close, but faster fire rate makes it hard to win. Here I actually used Psychotats as an additional buff. And this flying Vandy on the right. Now I just want to cheat. For the final test I spent the same amount of rounds, here and there. The Gat Laser is speeding them slower to match their fire rate. On top of each, I used Fast Crit to show you that they won. It is clear as the day that you can more effectively use Legacies to kill bosses, and they are not hella OP actually. Sadly, Gauss Mini could not beat the Exploisive Gat Laser. Basically I'm done here, let me show you the comparison. Gauss Mini versus Gat Laser. Okay. Executioner's Gauss Mini is still more OP than any row, but you know, below 40% of health. Then goes Vlad Explosive Laser, and then to shot faster fire rate Gauss Mini. So that is all what I tested today. Big thank you to Osnight for Legacies. It is 3 AM, I go to sleep. Still want to read your comments. Oh, thank you for watching, and I will see you later.